Well, a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hopefully my microphone is coming through this time, not unlike the day number one or the first week. G'day, legends, and welcome on board. It's a pleasure to have you all here. I am Dobby, mate, and it is my pleasure to be the captain for this stream tonight. Tonight we are on day number 3 of King of the Sea on the Asian server. This is the round of 16, so this will be the decider going into the qualifiers and subsequently the finals. There are 4 brackets this evening. We're going to be streaming 4 games, best of 3. This evening I will have Major Age 2001 and Logistic _Llama, or as he's better known, Sherpington. Sherpington is doing cosplay tonight, and you'll see Sherps, Logistic Llama down below in a second. Anyways, ladies and gents, don't forget the code today is KOTS XII Asia Day 3. All one word to get your day 3 mission. The mission drop is still 90 minutes, I believe. You'll see that popping up very shortly. And we have plenty of giveaways, resource containers, sub camos, and CC containers. All you have to do for that is be a follower. Type in exclamation KOTS12, and randomly I'll just do the giveaways. You just have to contact me with not even an in-game name and server. Just contact me, and I'll send that to you either this evening or tomorrow on my day off. Yesterday was fantastic. And I'm hoping and looking forward to today's, I guess, happenings. Hopefully it doesn't go as late as last night, but no doubt it probably will. Best of 3 again, and let's say g'day to these gentlemen. Give me one tick. Well, the joys, that is what happens. You mix things up just a touch, everyone comes in. But yes, ladies and gents, let's have a look at the bands for today.
Alright, here we go. I'm hitting the right button now. I'm good. We got all 3 of us here. No, it's still... Last time I wore it was in my my wedding, which was a long time ago. So, I think the wardrobe ate it. He's talking, but we're not hearing him. We'll work it out.
As you can see there, ladies and gents, Rapoi has chosen to ban Alexander Nevsky, and Aya has chosen to ban the Kleber, which means we're not going to have the issues with someone pronouncing Kleber, Colbert for this one, unless they're talking about what is banned or not banned. Also, don't forget the universal banning of the Petropavlovsk. So without the Nevsky and the Kleber, you're going to see a lot of Marceaus. Probably going to see Stalingrads, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see a fair few American cruisers like the Salem. Alright, let's just...
Salem, Des Moines.
Yeah, Des Moines as well, yes. Forgot the Des Moines. Alright, let's just jump over to the maps real quick to show everyone what the maps are. Alright, well, having a look at the maps right now, you can see that Rapoi has chosen Crash Zone Alpha. Chosen to ban Crash Zone Alpha, which leaves them with the choice of Warriors Path with Aya on the Bravo team. Lane of Fire will be the second map with Aya choosing that, and subsequently Alpha team being Rapoi, and Northern Waters with the Alpha team being Rapoi for the third matchup. So that pretty much leads us straight in to, I guess, the stream here. And next, let's just jump back over the trip.
I am there, yes, hello. Not too bad, and yourself? I've just been panicking about my screens because I saw my frame rates dropping. Yeah. He's immune to that.
I dropped like.
But yeah, thanks for having me along. Looking forward to it. It's one of my old ones. It's a character from an anime called Kanko Collection. I'm sure you haven't heard about it. And the character is called Kongo. She is a World War II Japanese battleship. Yep. It's alright. It's more of a anime inside circle thing.
All right, ladies and gents, well, I have just realized that there is no voice and I'm muted in that screen, so I do apologize. It should be rectified now. There was no mic overlay with the, I guess, the triple stream or the triple streamers there, so it should be all fixed now. Once again, apologies, ladies and gents, but here we go. We'll just do some more giveaways. We'll do some more giveaways here. So apologies yet again, ladies and gents, and hopefully that shouldn't happen again. All right, ladies and gents, here we are for the first round of today's matchup. Here you go. We can see on the upper side with Rapport, we have an Ohio, Kremlin, Triple Des Moines, Daring, Marceau, and 2 Harugimos. On the right-hand side there for Bravo, we have Monty, Kremlin, Des Moines, Salem, Mosfa, Gearing, Double Marceau, and a Shimakaze.
All right, over on the AS side, we are running a Montana, Kremlin, Salem, Des Moines, Moskva, Gearing, and 2 Marceaus and a Shimakaze on top.
And on the alpha side here, you can see Rapoi doing a triple split with Marceau, Harugimo, Des Moines heading over towards alpha with the Ohio slowly pushing forward after them. And on the left-hand side, Harugimo, Des Moines, Deering, and the Kremlin. Kremlin will probably hold fast in the middle of Bravo and try get some envelope fire down towards alpha. He won't be able to secure Charlie, but he'll be able to watch Bravo as well.
I think Rapport is trying to secure Charlie with the Des Moines, Daring, and Harugimo. The Harugimo and Daring combo is fairly popular, and with Seaside being fairly close in, I don't think they will have much trouble doing so, unless the IAR deploys a radar to counter them.
That Marceau's going to be going in relatively fast down towards Bravo. He'll just put himself right behind that island right in the center there. I think he'll hold fast and probably have to rotate around. I don't think the Daring will be able to get in there. The Marceau's not even going to contest it, so the Marceau will have Bravo almost uncontested for this period of time.
I'm not sure. He might get caught out by the DM radar from Report, though.
From the
I'm
fat
not sure
cap?
the range.
Yeah, I think he might drop.
Still interesting, though. Double Marceau on this map is a pretty big risk, I'd say.
We have seen other teams try a Marceau kill team on this map, and it didn't work out well for them.
Yeah, this map, as big as it is, it's very constricted because of the island formations, both on C and A. There's a lot of choke points that Moskvas and Stalingrads can hold, which restricts Moscow's movements to push through.
All right, Monty's going to take some rounds right now. Nothing major, though. He's just going to kind of push him back from pushing into alpha. The Marceau will cap Bravo. That's 1 cap now to the Bravo team, and alpha is being capped by Rapoi. Fat cat in the middle there.
A lot of setting up so far, not so much action. Unlike yesterday's games, where there was at least a lot of action over one of the caps fairly early on. They are managing to secure the B cap, and Repoi taking the A cap, leaving the C cap contested between a Marceau and a Daring at the moment.
Yeah, Sakura Megumi is going to be rotating around Charlie now just to see how far that Daring is going to be pushing forward. I don't really know how far he's going to extend himself out there. If he pushes too far out and gets caught by that Daring, he doesn't have much of an option. Actually, no, he's just going to reverse into cap.
It's a loose hold from IAR on the A side, but it will depend on how fast Report can reposition in order to capitalize on this. I'm not sure if they've realized that IAR are loose holding A side yet, because IAR's committed a lot of ships to C at the moment.
They
yeah,
have.
correct. Not a lot going on. They went quite wide yesterday. We saw them do this really wide gearing train, which I wouldn't be surprised if they do along the, I guess, the 9-10 line here as they turn back in and hope that Marceau gets Charlie, just to push the Des Moines Harugimo Daring combo at the back there to the outer extremities of the map. We saw them do this. This gearing train is phenomenal. It worked in their favour yesterday. Here we go. It looks like they might do it now, potentially, if the Des Moines find himself in it.
Spotted by the Daring.
Yeah, you can see the Daring pointing himself in towards the center of that smoke trail.
Oh, Dobry taking some fire, but I think he will come out on top on this trade.
Gearing is just setting up a nice little smoke screen there, ready for that Marceau to push into it. The Des Moines will probably find himself there as well, followed by the Salem. We kind of predicted that Salem would be heavily utilised and the Marceau in replace from the Kleber.
Depending on how these Haragumo's Hawks come, they could potentially flush out the Salem in DM.
I think they look good. This first rack, or the wider rack, looks quite good for the Des Moines at the back. But I think actually no, they're probably overshot a little bit. They'll push too far forward here.
And both those cruisers being nose in, they'll start thinking skinny thoughts real soon.
I suspect the DM's already running Hydro to spot for the Salem. Ooh. Fat Cat's taking back B though.
Yeah,
He
Bravo.
might be thinking about rushing the Moskva. It is dangerous, but he might be able to get away with it.
Well, he just
If
got
not for
radar
that
then,
muscle there.
so they know exactly where he is. And also, did drop their radar.
Yeah. Montana taking shots for the Marceau in the center there.
He's just gonna find
Folks are
himself.
inbound. DM is eating one.
DM took one. Ooh, it's a big one as well.
Keep
Down
telling
shot.
people, don't eat the fish.
But what about that sweet, sweet vitamins? The omega-3 fatty acids.
Omega-3 is not worth it.
All right, you can see the Kremlin, the Des Moines now getting focused, or disregard, not getting focus fired. The Kremlin getting focus fired from that Marceau. The Kremlin at the back right-hand side there. He's in trouble in Charlie, but he is holding it there. He's kind of drawing a bit of fire. I wouldn't be surprised if the Marceau starts to push forward into Charlie, and the Kremlin actually just pushes on the outer side, so he doesn't reset that cap. But it doesn't matter anyways, because he's currently not spotted.
I actually see a problem with IA's strat here. They deploy the gearing smoke, but they don't have anything to follow up that smoke. The gearing
Correct.
smoke's going to end eventually.
Correct.
And this DM and Salem are going to be left out to hang.
Last time we saw
that is
this,
true.
they used it as a bit of a transport smoke, and they literally just carried on the train all the way through. They've held fast pretty far and haven't really done a lot of damage, considering now they've got 4 ships on that right-hand side. They're not capped. They have just capped Charlie, but they're pretty much locked between these 2 islands here in the outside of the map. So if the Harugamo and the Deering can think about this, they can pretty much hold them there and make sure they don't rotate back out. The Des Moines going to take a fair few rounds now. He might be farmed out.
He will likely live, but the problem here is IA is pinned. Repo have got them pinned in this corner. They can't reposition without a gearing smoke. And it's
Talking about the smoke, there it goes.
Repoy have got that C cap fairly well pinned down by having the 2 Des Moines followed up by the 2 Hagmurs and the Kremlin in the back.
Yeah, they are going to hold it right here. You can see the Marceau's now pushing back into Charlie.
On the Kremlin.
Salem needs to watch out now for these torpedoes coming from the Deering.
Kremlin's going to eat 2?
1.
1.
He'll slow down because those torps were spotted by the DM, but he has no chance to dodge all of them since his ship's too big.
Marceau just staying in the middle there. Kirakusuki. He'll just hold there, but the Marceau's going to start to rotate around now, so he does have to watch out. He's going to push himself into that island. He'll start to back up now.
Very good crossbows from the Hurricane.
They're looking pretty good on... Oh, except for range.
Oh, damn. Repoys completely give out on A, it seems.
Yeah, the Shimakaze
They've
and
rotated
Montana
everything.
going
The Haragumo,
right round.
Des Moines, and Ohio are all trying to go for B now.
I think they want to push that Marceau and the Moskva out. I think they're happy for them to have Alpha. They know there's 2 ships over there. They know the majority of the A team is all the way on Charlie.
It's a tricky shot, but I think the Ohio on Repoy's side are trying to nail the DM and the Salem as soon as they're spotted.
The Kremlin's taking some big rounds now. Kremlin really has no way to go but in between that channel. He can't back up any further. He will run himself aground.
Yep.
If Scar's taking a beating, he's going to go down.
There goes the Kremlin.
Oof.
Well, A is starting to make a little ground on the C cap. They're going to have to start pushing the B, or oh no, Shimikaze's coming into the A cap to start taking that for them own.
The Des Moines going to get focused pretty heavily by that Harugumo and the Des Moines. The Des Moines, Repoise Des Moines just took a massive shot to his broadside. He's starting to rotate back out now. That smoke is there and it has run out. Gearing is smoking up for the Des Moines and the Salem. Given a little bit of cover here just on the other side of the island there. The Marceau in the middle here, right near Bravo, is going to get focus fired by the majority of the team from the Alpha side. And you can see he's going to be done in 3. He's lived longer than I thought he would. 2, 1, rest in spaghetti, never forgetting. There he goes. Alrighty. The Kremlin just found himself at the back of Charlie there, isolated. He's okay though. He'll be able to push himself behind there and get outside that detectability range. Marceau in Bravo here from Aya is in a lot of trouble. Marceau's are going to be able to focus fire him. He's going to rotate around that island and he'll be pretty safe there. There's nothing to worry about. That Des Moines can't get him across that island. Neither can the Rugmo. He won't at the distance, so he'll find himself just sticking there and then probably going to back up into Bravo to contest that cap. Four minutes 30 to 8 minutes 36 left. 338k HP to 294k HP. So about a 40k split.
Aya Shimikaze on A cap is following through, chasing down the Ohio. Looks like they've Vor have got Des Moines coming back to A. Yep, to take care of that Shimikaze. And the Montana is opening fire on A. So A is slowly changing hands. Is it going to be enough to try and box Repoy in?
I
Charlie.
think it's hold on the A side for now for Repoy. A DM can't really contest against a Montana by himself. I think they're looking to just try and get a kill on the C side before pushing back into anything.
Yeah, I think they might be able to pick this Des Moines if he does push out a little bit too far here. Yeah, obviously they won't detect him by nature, but if he does open up, I don't think he'll be that silly. The gearing's going to push forward again and just try to push up and try to detect those ships. Hide behind that smoke. He might even drop another smoke to rotate back in towards Charlie. He needs to make sure he doesn't get spotted by a Des Moines, though. Drunk Porp.
Yeah, that's Des Moines on the C cap.
How many smokes has that gearing deployed so far?
I think 3 thus far.
3. So
the enemy is about to win.
I think they have 4 if they've got
SI,
the upgrade.
Yeah. So he's down to his last smoke.
Yeah. And I dare say that Des Moines is not gonna fire much again until that last smoke fires up.
So the Marceau start to push in now towards Bravo. He is coming in pretty fast there. He does have to watch out for that daring. He's going to push in just to contest that cap. He knows now that potentially one Marceau's on the outer side of Bravo from Rapoi. A daring opening up there, which will force this Marceau out. I think we're going to see a little bit of a rush here by this Marceau onto that daring. Will he hang to the right? There goes the radar from the Mosva. This daring is paddling up a creek, a ship creek.
Marceau's coming
Daring
down
has
those on.
incredibly poor torp angles. He's still got 1 set. I think he's holding it.
Yep.
There it goes. Fair play. No torps from the daring.
That's I think Repoy's definitely on the back foot now. Losing that daring was critical.
3 minutes left now. You can see Alpha is being capped by Corrupt Penguin.
Yeah, seems the Repoy team have cycled back to A, which might have been a little bit of a downfall, chasing those 2 ships.
Mosfa's now rotating back in towards Bravo. They're going to try to stop this push now where anyone comes from Bravo. You'll probably see Ohio and the Marceau might even push Bravo. I think they kind of invested too much down towards Charlie. been at the back here. The Harugamo and the Des Moines just holding back the Salem and the gearing here. This gearing has actually provided some pretty timely smoke to be able to protect this Salem and the Des Moines. The Des Moines now knows that he has to get out of there. He's not worth losing. They don't want to, I guess, decrease by the amount of points. As you can see down the other bottom there by 40, oh, sorry, correction, by 60 points.
A is doing well. Getting that Des Moines out of there and keeping him alive is keeping the points that they need. The Repoy Des Moines on C though is about to have a bad day.
It might not matter though, as you can see right now, the Salem does have 2 fires. The Salem has just DCP'd. He will push himself in that island right now. The Harugamo and the Des Moines are going to focus fire. He's trying to hide away from the Des Moines HE rounds. I don't think it's going to matter though. This Harugamo is going to send lead down range.
He's rushing them still behind the DM and about to torp rush him. He's about to lose Trump.
Yep.
Look at this Marceau. Here we go.
He's doing a risky move.
Oh, wow. There we go.
They were counting on the win there, otherwise someone was eating some friendly torps.
Well, there we go, ladies and gents. That will mean Aya gets the win there, and they'll take it 1-0. Let's update that. Hopefully it comes through. Congratulations, Aya. All right, let's have a look back here now. Hopefully this screen does work. All right, gentlemen, I think we're back now. I think everyone should be able to be heard. You there, Major?
I'm here.
Oh, woohoo! It's working. Thanks, ladies and gents, for letting me know about this screen. What do you think about that game?
I think Repoint made some critical errors in their deployment as well as ship selection there.
Yeah, I think ship selection, it wasn't the fundamental flaw to their loss. I don't think. I think there was 3 ships at the rear that's pretty much stayed at the back of Charlie, not contesting a cap at all, just being held at bay by that. I think more than likely it was due to them kind of getting tunnel vision and trying to secure that kill on that Des Moines. They said, oh, if we get this Des Moines, we'll get this Des Moines, we'll kill the Des Moines, and we'll push into Charlie. Luckily enough, I think probably Aya did get a little bit lucky there when the gearing dropped that smoke, and that Des Moines was able to rotate back out, because I think if they did take that Des Moines out, maybe it might have gone a little bit different on the Charlie cap. But again, pretty costly move rotating all the ships out from Alpha down to Bravo and not getting away with that Bravo cap, allowing the Marceau to go back into there and just holding them to bay as well. That Marceau going around and then taking out the Daring to start off with, and then doing that rotation at the end there to get the Des Moines really costing the game. So fair play to the Marceau from Aya. What do you think, Major?
Same as you guys, and Repoy losing that Kremlin early as they did, that probably sent them reeling, going, oh shit, how do we cover this?
Yep.
But yeah, could have gone either way for a long time.
It's okay though, because it got them the Marceau kill.
Correct.
Towards the end, it pinned the Marceau in that corner, so they could take it down later. What I saw was actually just inefficient use of the battleship's HP pool on the Repoy's A side. The Ohio was still full health by the end of the game. He was trying to do crossfires on into C, but the problem there is they don't have a 12-kilometer radar to be able to spot out the DM and the Salem who are hiding behind the islands, which is why I said I think it would have been better had Repoy deployed a Moskva or maybe even a Star towards that side.
Yeah, I think they were trying to go for a bit of speed there, that heavy speed push, but obviously didn't go in their favour. It didn't allow them pushing the caps. I think the initial start of the game, if they were to get into Charlie, would have been better, but obviously they just couldn't contest it for the long term. But again, we'll have to see what they go this time. There will be different bands by the looks of things, and the map will be, let's have a quick look, ladies and gentlemen. The map will be Land of Fire. Obviously, Warriors Path will be Aya's win. So basically, Repoy now needs to win this next one in order to stay in it, to bring it to the third game for the tiebreaker. And if they don't, unfortunately, they will get knocked out here, and Aya will move forward. And yeah, I will have to quickly check to see if there's been an update on any banned ships. I don't know if that's going to be continuing. For the bans, let me just check in game as well. No update on any bans, so we'll stick with the same bans for now. Let's. I think they'll have to do the band selections again. But ladies and gents, please stick with us. We will be back in about 5 minutes or so once we work out exactly what's going on with the next game, what the bans are, and I guess when they're going to start next. So stick around, ladies and gents. Make sure you go and check out Logistic Llama, Logistic_Llama, and Major Rage 2001 on Twitch. If the mods can please give both of them a shout out. Are you doing giveaways on your channel again tonight, Major?
I surely am. Exclamation mark enter, both YouTube and Twitch.
And yourself, Logistic?
Yeah, I'm just doing it through the raffle system on Cloudbot for the moment.
Okay, beautiful. Well, make sure you go over and check out their channels for the resource containers for the Asian servers, and we'll see you guys and girls ready for the next game, hopefully within the next 5 minutes. Hopefully they're not like they have been the last few nights, and they actually get organised. I think by the looks of things, they're already doing it, so it's good to see. All right, touch wood, ladies and gents. We'll see you all very shortly. Ladies and gents, well, here we are up for game 2. As you can see on the upper side there, we have Rapoi in Ohio, Kremlin, Triple Des Moines, Gearing, Deering, Marceau, and Harugumo, as opposed to the Bravo team from AO with the Montana, Kremlin, Des Moines, Salem, Henry, Moskva, Stalingrad, Deering, and Shimakaze. Obviously, Salem, Henry, Moskva, and the Des Moines there sitting pretty. The Triple Des Moines is interesting. They need those radars.
All right, am I here? I'm here. Hey!
All right, as you can see right now, Rapoi is going to do a pretty hard split here. They've got a Des Moines, a Ohio, the Daring from Corrupt Penguin, and the Harugumo heading out down towards the Charlie Bravo flank. Corrupt Penguin and Harugumo turning pretty fast there, which leads me to believe the Des Moines will probably pull himself up in between Charlie and Bravo, kind of around the back right-hand side of the Charlie flank there. On the right-hand side, we have the Des Moines, Marceau heading in pretty fast with the Kremlin following suit. What's going on Bravo?
Okay, so we've got a Des Moines heading A-way, followed up by a Moskva, and looks like the Montana is going to follow him that way. We've got a Stalingrad heading for the back of the map by the look of it, over towards the Seaway. followed by a Salem Kremlin and the Henry IV. And we've got Shimakaze heading directly for B, and the Daring is heading Seaway.
The Marceau is trying to rush into the rear of that Alpha kind of volcano. I guess what do you kind of call this? The spur of the mountain here, along that Echo Foxtrot 2-3 line. We've seen this fairly often where we find a Des Moines or Moskva or a Petro kind of find themselves in a nook just between here and the opposing side just here and get flanked pretty and fairly often. The Shimakaze, though, is pushing in pretty abrasively into Bravo. He'll probably drop some torps downrange into that channeling between Bravo and Charlie.
Definitely looks like Repoy are going to get to the caps before Aya. Aya really do like the tactic of sending maybe a cruiser and a battleship, or a DD and a battleship out to one of the caps just to stall the team there, which is what they're doing again, doing more of a hard push Seaway rather than A.
It's a single DM and a Montana holding 8 this time, though.
Correct.
They don't have a DD to spot out for them.
The Shimakaze, you can see what he's doing. He's dropping torps to make sure. He pretty much knows that that Kremlin or something's going to be behind that island there. He's trying to get them as they rotate into the cap after Alpha has been capped. The Des Moines and the Monty, with that Mosfet is holding suit there, just probably dropping a radar in between Bravo and anyone rotating from Alpha to Bravo. He's really not focusing fire on anyone. I mean, Rapoy has pushed pretty hard on Alpha right now. I wouldn't be surprised if you see the Des Moines start to turn back in down towards Alpha, or if they just hold fast and they just wait for Bravo to, I guess, either be contended or be capped.
Repoy taking the A cap and working on the C cap, whilst the Shimakaze has managed to back into the B cap for the Aya team. Kremlin having a bunch of torps go past his front, but yeah, he's holding still. And looks like Shimakaze on the AR side is only running 12k torps. That's something to keep an eye on. Okay. Yeah, 12k torps.
Daring now dropping torps down towards Charlie. He's just trying to make sure that no one stays in Charlie. And we talked about this earlier on. If you are a DD and you do cap, there's no point to stay in there unless it's being contested, of course. So you can see Daring right there, Corrupt Penguin, just pushing just outside. He's getting himself in a position where he can drop torps. We'll be able to spot that Daring pushing into Charlie. And then if need be, he can push himself out. So good positioning by him. He's probably a little bit... I think his angling's quite good. Rigmo, though, he might be in trouble here if he does overextend back in and get spotted by that Daring. They are focusing fire on that Kremlin.
Yeah, that Kremlin is starting to take a few shots. He's still holding his health points, though, so they haven't hit anything critical.
On the right-hand side, though, you can see that Gearing probably setting up to do a bit of a smoke train to provide a little bit of cover for those double Des Moines. One Des Moines going to split, though, so he might just push that Des Moines in the back of Alpha away and try train with that Montana. One Des Moines going to push back into Alpha and probably hold Alpha in that little nook in that island we'll talk about earlier on.
Interesting how Aya have really just chucked the Des Moines and the Montana out there. I suppose the Moskva closer to B, just as Overwatch to keep them contained.
Gearing, he's going to turn back in. He's not going to drop the smoke. I think he's positioning himself with that Des Moines just in case they need to push forward. But they're kind of just, I guess, testing the water a little bit. Looks like Aya's a little bit withdrawn here. They're not going to push forward too soon. They might be doing a very similar tactic to what you do see from Vor, where it's a very late game push. But they have positioned themselves pretty well for a defensive maneuver, but they're not really doing anything beyond that. See right now, the Kremlin is now being spotted from the Moskva. The Moskva and the Shimmer will probably focus on that Kremlin. There we go. Kremlin now being forced to pull back just a touch. Fat Cat in the Marceau coming around the right-hand side now to provide some support for this Kremlin. He'll probably push back into that island right now and then spot the Shimikaze's torps to ensure his shipmates are able to rotate between Alpha and Bravo. Rotating back over down towards Charlie. You can see the Daring just holding fast there. He's going to start to drop torps down towards the rear right-hand side of Charlie. The Daring off Corrupt Penguin now needs to watch out. Altina has pushed out from that smoke. He'll start to probably rotate back in now. He's going to go around this island unless he starts to back up. Yes, it looks like he's starting to back up. I think Aya pretty much needs to do something pretty soon.
Yeah.
Not a
Aya
lot
need
of...
to start taking ships or taking caps.
Yeah, not a lot of HP exchanged here. Seems like the boys got themselves in a pretty good position. A little bit light on in Bravo there in case the Shimmer and the Moskva starts to push forward, but that Kremlin will pretty much cover it. And they also have Alpha pretty much covered as well. And they do have to watch this large push down the right-hand side here from the Salem and the Henry. But the Ohio's kind of, I think he's enticing them just to hold back just a touch. Daring's going to drop in smoke in the middle. He did get focus fire from the Corrupt Penguin. Corrupt Penguin is going to counter with a smoke as well. Daring's going to start to push himself out of that smoke. Corrupt Penguin will just hold himself there. That's saved the Charlie Cap there. This is where this Henry and the Salem now need to find themselves in a position to be able to push or rotate back into this cap. They need to try and get rid of Corrupt Penguin and that Des Moines. Not to worry about that Hirogumo.
Fortunately, that Henry's facing backwards, so I'm not... If they're going to do something, he's going to have to turn around to do it.
I actually think this was the last map from the Verizon Championship last year, and we found a ship pretty much right in this corner. That's where I recall. As you can see, the Kremlin now is starting to push forward. They've got 3 minutes and 16 seconds left till Rapoi takes this win, and 12 minutes 48 seconds until Aya can get the win. There's 11 minutes and 21 seconds left in the game. 430k HP Paul to 484k. That's about a 50k differential.
The enemy is about to win.
Kremlin now pushing forward.
Rapoi have done really well, taking all the caps and limiting how much Aya can move up and use their strategy of that gearing train. Almost to the point of they're using it themselves on the A cap to get that Des Moines some more meters closer to the Montana and the other Des Moines.
Yeah, it's important to note right now there's 10 minutes done in the game and not a single ship has fallen suit to the death. Wagon, and you can see the Des Moines now dropping that radar to ensure no one's pushing forward there. Yeah, Aya really needs to push in now, although they do have that second cap. They still need to push through and capitalize. They need to push this Daring and the Ohio out. This Ohio has probably pushed up a little bit too far now, and the Henry and the Salem are probably going to be able to farm him down. He'll find himself on the other side of this island right now. He does have to watch out, though, just in case that Daring or that Stalingrad gets him front on.
Over on the C cap, the Salem has still pushed forwards on that Ohio. Not too sure what he's going to do once he gets around the corner. The Daring from Aya has managed to back in and claim the C cap, but the Kremlin from Aya has also moved up on the C cap and is under fire from the Hagmru and Des Moines.
Kremlin is in trouble from the Ohio right now. Let's have a look at these rounds. Decent rounds from the Ohio on the Kremlin. Kremlin does have one fire on him. He is getting focused by that Hirogumo. That Hirogumo can do some beltering damage, and it realistically is just a pain in the butt to avoid. He's just farming. One fire so far. Might get another on the front.
Never-ending fire from that hug.
Oh, Salem now just trying to push around this Ohio. He's probably called it a little bit too tight. He's had to back up. I think, will we see a push from him? I'd like to see a push from him.
The enemy is about to win.
Here we go. Here goes the push.
Yep, he's pushing up. Yeah, Ohio's seen it coming. He's got his guns turning.
He let those rounds go a little bit too early there.
The Ohio's going to do a fair chunk of damage. But Ayer have probably said, alright, it's getting too close in cap. Let's
They need this Ohio.
do some stuff.
Got the Ohio. They give themselves another minute. The daring. Someone needs to push into one of these caps in order for Ayer to still be in the game.
Unfortunately, that Hagmaru has been joined by a daring Amaso and the Des Moines, all taking shots on that Kremlin. He's not going to be around long.
This might be their game in about 20
This will be
seconds
it.
time. And Kremlin wins. 28 seconds. He's going to back up into the cap though. That'll give him a little bit further. 48 seconds now to 8:06. Is that going to be enough for him to be able to cap that? He does have his torps going down range, which will probably push back that Marceau and the Rugimo. Now they just need to hold on. Oh, they really need to get another pick here. I think this is pretty much them done. 33 seconds left. Stalingrad's starting to push forward now. He needs to make sure he doesn't overextend. They're pretty much going to give them Charlie. This will give them a little bit longer. No disregard. There goes 2 radars and the hydro there. 9 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there you go. Rapoi taking it there.
Well done, Rapoi.
Congratulations, Rapoi. That brings us up to 1 apiece, which will lead us into a deciding game. We'll just jump back over to here for the triple screen. What did you gentlemen think of that one? What do you think, Logistic?
I really don't understand IAEA's Henry pick, personally. I can get that they were trying to do a push on the seaside, but something like another DM like they bought last time, or a Salem even, or a Moskva, would have made much more sense, just because the Henry had to keep cutting away. It's not a very good bow-in ship, the Henry.
Yeah, you notice...
They reduced their ability to make an effective play earlier against Repoi's seaside flank.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much affirmative. Exactly what they did in that right-hand corner along that 10 line was basically they stayed there. There's nothing they could really do. They couldn't push in. There was no way they could push. That Salem was the only one that could potentially do it. But again, caught on the broadside. You're not really going to be able to survive with that Salem. But in the end, they did get that pick of the Ohio, which go in the next minute. Wasn't enough, though. If they would have pushed probably 30 seconds earlier into that cap on the right-hand side, it would have been a little bit different. But they just kept it too little too late. Rapoi, though, pretty good job on the alpha side. Capitalised there. They held that the whole game. Bravo was to and from. But I think Rapoi did pretty good. I think they were just more regimented. And again, Ayer's probably ship selection was a little bit questionable. What do you think, Major?
I fully agree. I wasn't sure about the Henry either. And when I saw him facing the wrong way at the bottom end of C there, I was, questioning his tactics. Other than that, it was interesting not to see any ships go down right to the very end.
Yeah, I think it was 7 minutes left in the game, 13 minutes in total before we saw the first ship go down. And then a lot of the stuff happens, obviously, in the last 5 minutes of the game. But all in all, that'll lead us on to the deciding game, which will be Northern Waters. So we'll move from Line of Fire onto Northern Waters. So Rapoi will have the Alpha cap and the Aya team will have the Bravo cap. It looks like the teams are getting ready now. The bands still stay by the looks of things. There won't be a reband, so it'll just be single band for the 3 games in total. So let's just rehash those bands. We have Rapoy banning the Alexander Nevsky and Aya banning the Kleber. I dare say on this one, we'll still see a fair few Marceaus. What do you guys see? I think we'll see this next game.
Well, Seaside's going to be very crucial. I think both sides might be trying to kite on the A flank, the left flank.
Yep.
So maybe Yoshino's. I've seen Repoy run Yoshino on the left side before, on the kiting flank, with Shimikaze's and Ohio's. And then I'm thinking Moskova's, Salem's, and DM's on the right side, on the C flank.
Yep.
With Haragumo's and Gearing's in support, potentially.
Yeah, I think you'll see a lot more Harugumos on this one, just purely due to the amount of islands in that Charlie cap, or that Charlie flank. Find them in a position where they can farm down a potential Ohio that's rotated a little bit too far. But yeah, I think it's going to be heavy Des Moines. Probably not as many Marceaus as we saw last game. Maybe one Marceau just in there for the initial cap with a bit of speed. And then, yeah, I reckon you'll see an Ohio here in there. What do you think, Major?
I fully agree. Should be fun seeing a bunch of DDs getting in and around those little islands, and I hope to see a lot more torps denying area.
Yeah, I think those islands deny the area themselves as well. It's pretty tackle on that Charlie flank. All right, Legends. Well, it looks like the teams are getting ready now, and we still have plenty of giveaways to go in all our channels. Logistic_Llama, Major Age 2001, enter for majors. And is there an entry code for your one, the Sherps?
Yeah, just people would need to use a command to enter the raffle, and that's it.
What's the entry code in your channel?
!give code.
!give code. All right. Make sure you jump in. !give code for your resource containers. Ladies and gents, we'll see you probably on the high seas when we get ready to go for the next game. Stick around. We'll see you all very shortly.
See you.
Right, ladies and gents, well, I am just jumping in now. You'll see a little bit of engineering on the fly here whilst we crop Major in. There we go. There is a slight change up. It'll be just me and Major again for tonight. So I hope you like our ugly mugs. And Sherpington, Logistical Armors had to jump out. He has had issues with his OBS and, I guess, dropped frames. So he is asked to bow out. So make sure you do still go give him a follow. You still get those giveaway codes to give away. So next time you'll be streaming, just type in exclamation code enter. And yeah, make sure you tune into his channel. But hopefully we're good right now. Major, anything from you?
Yeah, sad to see him go, but yeah, go check him out, give him a follow, and tell him we sent you.
Major was kind of actually hoping that Logistic would be speaking a little bit more on behalf of him because he's got a cold and now he's spewing because he has to do some more talking. We're just
I have to do some work now, that's no good.
Poking with a stick in the ribs. But all right, legends, looks like we're still getting ready to go. Actually, no, we're ready to go. Let's get straight into it.
We're ready to go, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That'll do.
All right, ladies and gents, as you can see here, Rapoi with the Ohio Conqueror, Double Des Moines, Goliath, Henry, Gearing, Marceau, and Hirugamo. We said we wouldn't see as many Marceaus. On the Bravo side, we have Montana, Kremlin, Des Moines, Salem, Moskva, Stalingrad, Gearing, and a single Daring. Over on the Alpha side, you can see it's going to be a pretty heavy push over to the right-hand side flank and a left-hand side split. You can see Hirugamo, Marceau, Henry, Ohio Conqueror, Des Moines heading down towards Charlie with the Goliath, Gearing, single Des Moines, and potentially that second Ohio holding fast going towards Alpha. What's Bravo doing, Major?
Okay, so early on, we've got a push towards the A-cap from the Gearing, Des Moines, and Salem. Surprise, surprise, those three are running together. And heading towards the C-cap, we've got a Daring, Moskva, Stalingrad, and Kremlin. Now it looks like the Montana is heading A way, so no one going B.
Yeah, likewise here, no one going B. It's a 5-4 split. The Conqueror is now turned over down towards the left-hand side, Charlie, and you have the Ohio going down towards Alpha. Gearing is going to hold fast along the islands pretty fast here, and the Des Moines will push out wide around that island as well and hold fast around the island. I dare say around that Charlie 1-2 line. Marceau pushing into Charlie pretty fast.
I was about to say, Repoi are quick on the caps.
Yeah, I think they kind of missed out on that in the first game, so they want to capitalise this time. Sometimes, again, we see this where teams just kind of trying to find their first fit in the first game for the day. Rapoi obviously now turning back into Charlie, and they're getting those caps relatively fast. I don't think they want to be caught out by a timer like they were in that first game.
True. So over on the C cap, looks like both the Marceau and the Daring trying to head around the backside rather than actually into the cap. Wonder if that Daring's going for the cover of the island there. First shots out by the Aya clan into from a Moskva into the Henry.
Yeah, the gearing will now be dropping torps down towards Alpha to make sure they don't fully flank around. That'll be okay. And you'll see the Marceau Harugumo now focusing fire on that Moskva. This is why I like this Harugumo, mate. Like, I really need to start playing the Harugumo more. The amount of fire this thing can send down range it's impeccable. It is insane. It's unmatchable. And it's just a pain in the buttocks. You can see the Harugumo now lining up a string of smoke for that Des Moines. The Des Moines will sit pretty behind that island there, and he'll be able to focus fire that Moskva, which that Moskva, although he is hugging the island from Aya, he is still susceptible to just over the top from the Des Moines and the Henry right now.
The Moskva on the Aya side that initially started firing at everyone else has been taking a fair amount of fire back. The Henry dropping that line of smoke has really given the Des Moines the ability to get up at least behind that small island there. Probably even cut in and get a bit closer to the cap. Make more use of that radar when he needs to.
Deering now providing a layer of smoke for that Moskva. The Moskva is getting focused fire from all angles. Oh, this Moskva just took a massive hit from the Ohio right now.
Ouch. Speaking of massive hits, Fat Cat in the Repoy team and the little Marceau there, taking a torpedo and a half from the Daring.
Would you say it's a Marsoviv? Huh? Yeah, that was a bad joke. It's a dad joke. It's alright. We're both dads. We can say it.
We can.
You can see the Moskva now taking some rounds. Actually, none at all. He's lucky to get away with that. The Daring did fight him a good amount of smoke cover. Again, like you said, that Marceau did overextend there. We still haven't seen a ship come. This is pretty aggressive to start off with here, though.
A lot of torpedoes coming back from that Marceau heading towards that Moskva, or at least the smoke the Moskva's in. He has pushed out the back side of it. Let's hope he can make a clean getaway. Over on the A cap, it seems to be the Battle of Line of Smoke. The gearing dropping a line for the Des Moines to get up and be a pain, but the gearing and the Des Moines have a Des Moines and a Goliath to deal with, so that's gonna be a little bit hard for him. Still no one going B.
Yeah, I think B is a dangerous spot to be in. There is only one area where you can potentially get cover, and it's so low-lying that effectively you can get targeted from anywhere. The Daring, though, must be listening to the stream. Is he in the future with us? 5 minutes in the future. He looks like he's going to go forward into Bravo, and he'll probably use that island as a bit of cover, rotating back around from right to left.
Yep. The more you can get around them and make them tune their turrets off of what they're shooting, it'll be all the better for them. Over on the A cap. What?
Sorry, go ahead, mate.
Over on the A cap, that Des Moines has managed to finally push himself up to the island, dropping a radar, only to find that the Repoy Des Moines is sitting on the other side.
Daring will hold fast in Bravo. Marceau to sit in the back. Charlie looks like it's pretty much Repoy's cap. 336 points to 300 points, 449k HP to 488k HP. That differential is purely due to the extra destroyer on the selection from Repoy. As you can see right now, the Des Moines, we said this before, this little island at the back here is a contention point for ships to just hold up suit and ensure no one comes through that central channel.
So Aya are not going to be happy with their C push being just stalemated the way it has been. They didn't even get close to the cap. So it looks like they're going to try and revert back around, maybe get this gearing to start pushing in on the A cap. Those two Des Moines over there are just dumping the radar left, right, and center. Keep trying to keep as much spotted as they can. But it looks like a pretty big stalemate at the moment.
Yeah, the two Des Moines just hanging at the back right-hand side here of Alpha. A few torps going down range for Happy Parfait. He might take one. At this point in time, I think he'll be able to avoid it. He's thinking Skinny Beans. Skinny, there we go. He has avoided it. Lucky for him. It's all about those angles, ladies and gents. He will start to probably push forward back again now. However, I think Ayub might have the upper hand right here on the Alpha Cap.
Yeah, they've definitely got more ships over this side that have got better firing angles.
And they're now sending rounds down range towards the Moskva, likewise with the Conqueror on that Kremlin. The Marceau's been forced to take himself out of the equation right now. This is the gamble you do make by pushing forward to one ship. Ohio, though, from Rapoi is in trouble. He just took a massive shot from the Stalingrad Moskva double over the back there. He's not getting focus wide from the Montana at this point in time. The Des Moines are now focusing, the Des Moines and the Salem are now focusing fire on that Goliath at the back right-hand side. Interesting pick. It is a good ship. He'll start to push forward, though, and he'll probably rotate around and get caught by this gearing. He does have to watch out right now.
Yeah, Gearing's got torps heading down his way. Back over on the sea cap, looked like the Kremlin was getting heavily focus fired by the Hagmru and the Henry. But it seems that they've shifted their focus back to the Moskva. So a lot of health points getting lost over on the sea cap. Back to the A cap, the Gearing's torps are getting closer to their targets. Goliath moving away. The Ohio might be in trouble here. The Repoi Ohio looks like he's going to take at least one, maybe two, maybe three. No, just the two. Just the two torps from the Gearing into Repoise, Ohio.
As you can see right now, Marceau going to back up. He's back in the game. Fat Cat isn't fat. He is now skinny with the amount of HP he has right now. You can see the Kremlin is going to be taking a few rounds as well. He's just going to hold the rest of the team at bay. Charlie will now be Aya's cap. That's 2 caps to none. 6 minutes 55 seconds left until the win from Aya right now. The Des Moines will probably start to push back in. He's found himself in a pretty rough position with the Goliath now having to rotate out. This Des Moines might get pushed or rushed right now. The Gear in the Ohio just waiting for someone to come around that corner. There's a lot of HP exchange and a lot of damage exchange over here on the Charlie Cap. Massive shot on the Moskva from the Rapoi team, now focusing fire on this Moskva at Aya.
That Moskva has had a lot of shots down range at it, and honestly, I'm surprised it's still alive. In saying that, I'm honestly in awe of how all these guys are able to preserve their health points the way they can.
I know, I look at myself after each of these King of the Sea games and realise just how bad I am. Is it what is the Unicum bad player? Is that what we are? Badicum?
Badicum? Yeah, that sounds about right.
You can see the Moskva now taking a few rounds here. I think he's no longer detected. Oh, wait, we still have NV sending a couple of rounds down range. He might get him. No, none. He's survived.
Slamming the brakes, yeah.
Now we're seeing a lot of movement down here in Alpha. Looks like they are making their play. The Goliath. This is why they chose the Goliath. Big rounds down towards that Des Moines. The Des Moines from Aya has now been a little bit gutsy and will hold fast there. The Gearing has pushed back around as well. Alpha is still no one's cap. Bravo looks like the Gearing might push into there as well. There is 5 minutes and 22 seconds left. We still haven't seen a ship fall yet.
Yep, the Repoi Gearing looks like he's going full steam ahead towards the B cap there. The Stalingrad, the only one near the B cap at the moment, powering backwards, probably going to try and get a shot back on the C cap and give them some covering fire.
Mossfair and the Stally taking rounds right now. Deering dropping the Hydra right now. You can see right now he's going to be pushing forward again. He will start to move as fast as he can into Bravo to be able to contest that. Stally is going to be pushing forward there as well to try, I guess, counter the gearing.
Des Moines on the sea cap dumping his radar, so that'll be lighting the Deering up like a Christmas tree. I expect, yep, all of the ships that can see him are starting to open fire there. And here comes Corrupt Penguin jumping back into the sea cap to take that from Aya. Now Aya do have a slight cap points advantage here. So Rapport, you're going to want to turn that around real quick.
Deering now being quite daring and having to push out pretty fast. He's getting focus fire. We might see the first fall of a ship here. He's going to push himself into one of these torps. Oh, he doesn't realise. He doesn't realise. Think skinny, be skinny. Think skinny, be skinny. Oh, he has somehow got out of this. Have we spoken too soon? He can't DCP. One more round and he is done. Rest in spaghetti. Never forgetty. Now, Rapport needs to push forward. They are going to get Charlie. Good play by Rapport here. Rugumo now backing forward. Backing up, rather. Backing forward.
The Gearing and the Marceau pushing into the B cap, taking that from it's a Repoid team on the other side. Sorry, that stuffed me up. From the Aya team.
Fat Cat is pushing him pretty aggressively here. I don't think he's going to be able to rush that Stally, but he'll hold himself up along this island here where he caught himself out last time. He'll drop those torps down towards the Stally. He'll force the Stally out. He doesn't want the Stally to come forward. That is a 2 caps to zip now. The caps have changed. Yep. This Des Moines, I think Aya right now has got too many ships on this right-hand side flank near Alpha.
Yeah, too many ships behind that island, not getting good angles on people. They really need to do something about that. The Des Moines on the other side of the island, keeping those 2 ships lit up.
Oh, massive shots on this Stalingrad right now from the Conqueror. Torps coming down range from the Gearing down towards the Stalingrad.
Yep, they're doing a good job of pushing that Stalingrad further and further away from the B cap. Just looking over at the sea cap, that Moskva that was on the line before, he's still there and still hanging on. Starting to take some fire from the enemy team. Looks like the Hagru might have lit him up.
Alpha is now being capped. Gearing is taking it from Aya. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left till the Alpha team wins over Rapport. They need to take out a ship right now. They're going to try force this Des Moines around the corner. You're going to see a lot of action right now. This is a make or break. They know there is money in the line. Knockout style event, ladies and gents. Des Moines now being pushed around that corner. He's going to target that Goliath.
Des Moines lucky. The points cap is still it's starting to go Repoi's way, 670 to 630, but they are still fairly close, so it is anyone's game.
Yeah, it's all about the caps right now. The Gearing now being targeted. I think this will be Aya. If this Gearing goes, Aya will pretty much give themselves up here. They need to push forward. The Gearing will drop a smoke. It doesn't matter though. Not enough time. There he goes. He is in the bottom of the ocean right now. You can see they're going to have to push into Charlie or Bravo. I think they're going to go Charlie right now. The Harugumo and Des Moines split now, focusing fire on the Moskva. I think we are witnessing the fall of the ships like a domino effect.
Yep. Once one goes down, there's more guns on the rest of them. And speaking of more guns on the rest of them, the Moskva down on the sea cap is being pushed right to the back of the map and losing health points all the way. No, it looks like their focus has now changed to the other Moskva on the sea cap. He is definitely taken some damage, which is not going Aya's way.
Yeah, Aya unfortunately are in a really bad position right now. They should be able to push this Des Moines. They need to push this Des Moines around the corner right now in Alpha. They need to push him. They really do. The Monty rotating around pretty hard here. Will this Des Moines have guns on? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have guns on the Monty right now. Interesting, interesting, interesting. There he goes. He has spotted him. Here we go. Oh, massive shot.
Massive hit.
There goes the Des Moines. Mosfa getting at the Des Moines. He's going to back up this Des Moines from Aya. Needs to push around. Aya has pushed out a little bit too far right now. The Monty didn't get those rounds on. We have a three-way
Monty
right
didn't get
now.
the shot he wanted.
This Des Moines is still surviving. Got the rotation now. Wow. Super JF, fair play to you. Of course he's from Vor. Fair play, mate. Fair play. And here he goes. Rest in spaghetti,
Alright,
never
so Des
forgetting.
Moines gone down. The Aya Des Moines doing well not to follow on.
The Marceau here at the back. There is 4 minutes and 21 seconds to 8:48. 173 to 102. There goes the Hirugamo. This could still go Aya's way, but I don't think it will. This Kremlin is going to get focused fire by the Ennery and the Des Moines. The Moskva will start to push forward. Now the Moskva will probably fall. They need to do something. They need luck. They need to pray. Pray to the RNG gods. I don't think they've answered their call though. Kremlin on fire.
With the amount of shots they've been tanking, I dare say RNGesus is on their side, but how much can they ask of him?
Well, not that much, and apparently too much. As that's a 784 to 696 point differential right now. As you can see, 7 minutes and 30 seconds to 5:15. That is going to be GG because the game will be over in 45 seconds. So this will be a full 20-minute game here, and we will see Aya unfortunately being knocked out and Rapoi taking the W here.
Yeah. All right, so the Aya team have gone full aggressive over on the A cap. The Salem and Montana have pushed right out. The Salem managing to take down a gearing. We are getting down to time in the map. 800 to 712. I'm pretty sure that's gone Repoi's way.
Congratulations, Rapoi. You will be the winner here, and that's 2-1.
Nope, wrong one.
All right, congratulations, Rapoi. Unfortunately, unlucky to the team from Aya there. Let's go back over the dual cam. Let me just lower this. A major. All right, there we go. GG to Rapoi. Well played. A couple of questionable decisions there by Aya. I think if they would have pushed that Des Moines that was at the back right-hand side of Alpha, they might have been able to push him back. I understand the Goliath was still there, but they had 4 ships against 2. Obviously, they didn't know that. Bravo wasn't being capped for some time. But, yeah, congratulations to Rapoi. Nothing really I can fault them on there, so it's good to see them come back from the loss of the first game and then take the last 2 games as Ws. What do you think, Major?
Exactly. Yeah, no, they started off a little bit too far back, but as I said in game, they managed to get in on the cap faster than Aya in both games, and that's what, helped them out in the end, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that'll lead us on to the next game, and I don't mean to rush everyone along, but the next game will be Vor against Frost, and I think we're running a little bit behind time. I think they're trying to get this thing on the move pretty quickly here. So the next game will be between Vor and Frost. I'm just going to try to find out some information. Again, congratulations, Boy. It was great to watch you, though. We've seen a few of your games so far. And, yeah, you really did stick into the first game. Probably a little few things you need to improve along the way and be a little bit more aggressive, and I think you would have had them. But let's just have a quick look. It is Vor versus Frost. And we will just check it's going to Yep, looks like band maps are Land of Fire and North. Maps picked are Trap, Warriors Path, and Loop. And the banned ships are the Des Moines and the Kleber. So, Des Moines and Kleber. The Des Moines being banned by Vor there, and the Kleber being banned by Frost. So, Legends, next time you see us is when we're in the room and we're good to go. We've got all our socks on, our shoes, our socks in the basket, our eggs in one basket, whatever you want to call it. Again, Legends, we'll see you all very shortly. And don't forget, jump over to Major Rage's stream, enter !enter and !KOTS12 for one giveaways. We'll see you guys and girls very shortly. Be right back.
See you.
All right, ladies and gents, and we are in it. As you can see, Vor on the Alpha side, and on the right-hand side there you have Frost. Vor with a Montana, Kremlin, Moskva, Nevsky, Stalingrad, Daring, and a double Mars. So, with Frost coming in with a Ohio, Bagogne, Salem, Yoshino, Nevsky, Stalingrad, Daring, Marceau, and a Z52. Just a reminder on what the bands were for this one, ladies and gents. The bands were the Des Moines and the Kleber, plus that Universal Petropavlovsk.
Alright, just wait till they start moving and we'll know where they're going. Inspirational quotes.
Hashtag Majors Quotes 2021. Alright, we can see right now a Daring, Montana, and a Moskva split. Might not have a Moskva in right now. Might be... No, it is not going to be a mulligan. He is reversing backwards. Daring, Montana, and a Moskva going down towards Alpha, with the rest of Vor heading pretty fast into Charlie. Actually, one Marceau going into Bravo. What's happening on the Bravo cap? Or side, rather.
Okay, so we've got a Daring, Nevsky, and Ohio heading the A way. The Z52 and the Marceau are heading straight ahead for B. And it looks like the Stalingrad's going to follow them towards the B cap, which would leave the Shino, the Salem, and the Borg to head C way.
Yeah, Daring, Montana, and Moskva are going in pretty slow down towards Alpha, but they are going in pretty hard to Bravo. I mean, it must be somewhat frustrating right now for Frost, knowing that how great and how aggressive Vor can sometimes be. Vor isn't unstoppable, though. They have been beaten many a time, but they are just very aggressive and sometimes quite sporadic. You can see right now Marceau just holding fast there. Yuria Russia, he's going to turn back into Bravo now that he has been spotted by that radar from the Stalingrad. He'll hold fast in Bravo, pushed against the island right now.
Yep, he'll wait that radar out, and as you said, Vor being fairly aggressive with their tactics, I dare say he'll try and stay out of hydro range of that Z52 and try and push him out of cap as fast as he can. Over on the C cap, the Vor Marceau managing to push right in there well before the Yoshino and the Salem are set up. So I dare say that's going to go a Vor way as well. What about the A cap here? What's happening here?
A cap's pretty much not a lot going on there. The Daring will start to push in now.
Yeah, Daring versus Daring towards the A cap by the look of it.
He will start to turn straight in towards Alpha. He'll hold fast. He'll start to push in pretty hard, I dare say. But it looks like Frost has got a pretty unstoppable force on Alpha. Vor isn't really... I guess they aren't really betting on Alpha being the winning cap here. They're just trying to hold back. We see them do this all the time where they have like 3 ships and somehow they can defend against 5 or 6.
Yeah, I would like the armor that these guys run on their boats, because I'm pretty sure it's different to everything else that everyone else is running.
Yes, also just a quick update on some of the other games. KOTS versus Naive. KOTS obviously losing to Naive yesterday. TNNJJ versus WSGDM. TNJJ taking the win there. We can see now the Daring dropping torpedoes down towards Alpha. He'll drop them on the right-hand side of Alpha to ensure that Daring doesn't push too far forward or extend too far. You can see right now the Moskva dropping a radar. The Moskva has taken a lot of damage right now from the Z52 and the Stelly. The Marceau holding fast in Bravo. He'll probably start to rotate around now. This Moskva is being really, really aggressive. Osphidilius Seraphius. Sorry for butchering your name, mate. But he is going to take some rounds right now from the Stelly. Just one.
Yeah, Stalingrad's got a little bit of a shot there. That Z52 really needs to get unlit and hidden again. Pushing right up on that island, but unfortunately, he's got about half a ship length to hide in by the look of it.
Yes, he does. He's not doing that crash shot. The Moskva will now start to rotate into the left-hand side there between Alpha and Bravo. The Marceau is going to take a few rounds right now. From the Marceau coming from the Alpha cap, yes, correct. Z52 now rotating out. He realises the Marceau is going to start to rotate around that island. The Salem will start to turn in, and he's in a bit of trouble here, this Marceau.
He is. What is it? Was it the Yoshino over on the Seacap is launching long-range torps just to keep everyone at bay, stop them from pushing through. Starting to take a little bit of damage now. Z52 is down. Z52 on BCAP has been taken down by that Marceau.
That Marceau is something else. As you can see right now, the Stelly's going to hold on the back right-hand side there of Bravo. He'll stay there.
So the other Marceau's coming across to the BCAP to fill in the hole.
Dark Temple will start to push forward now. He's got Cure a bit. Will be there as well. I'll see you, Rabbit. Cure a bit. Kremlin will start to turn out a little bit. He's going to take some decent rounds from the Salem. Salem, though, just paper compared to the Kremlin's rounds. Kremlin just tanking everything here.
He's turning on all you like. It's not going to help.
He is dropping that massive heal, though, as is the Salem renowned for. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the only thing to back that Salem up is Yoshino in the Borg. And Yoshino shooting, but it's not enough to take the hate.
He is still holding, though. Not for much longer. This will be him done after this next salvo. There we go. And the Kremlin did take a fair bit of damage for that trade. You can see right now on the right-hand side at Alpha, Montana, Daring, just holding fast. They're going to pull back pretty fast here. They're going to start to rotate back around to Bravo. Daring is just dropping torps downrange. He does have to watch out for these torps coming from the Daring as well. He's only sent one rack in total.
Yep, keeping a rack in reserve is always a good idea. The Moskva that took a lot of damage earlier is pushed right back to the back line on the VOR side. They are being pushed out and away from A by the Frosts, Ohio, Daring, and Nevsky. Ohio, no, nearly getting hit by some torps. Let's see if...
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, Noun's gone.
Yeah, the Nevsky's going to take a few rounds from the Moskva right now. A big salvo from the Moskva. Frosty's in trouble right now. The Daring is being focus fired by the Daring. That Daring, though, in the middle here, Vor Classic Noun, is in trouble as well from the Nevsky and the Ohio, but I think he'll have enough, though. That Daring has lost half his health. He's on 7624.
Yeah, that Frost Daring is looking a little worse for wear. The Nevsky taking some shots from the Moskva and Montana. Unfortunately, you can't dodge too much when you're going straight at them. Looks like Classic Noun has managed to drop his spot and is pushing back in to possibly even support the two Marceaus. Now, we're going to see some damage happen here. Two Marceaus hide behind an island, just waiting for the ambush. Yep, there goes the Daring for the Frost team. Now, this Ohio's going to be in a lot of trouble with two Marceaus and 4 sets of racks coming at him.
Yeah, you can see the Monty's now going to take some rounds from the Nevsky. The Nevsky's going to be in trouble, though. There goes the Ohio. There goes the Nevsky. And this will be a GG here for Vor. Pretty fast, might I say. Here goes a ram.
Yeah.
Failed ram.
Moscow versus Borg, and they
Oh, no.
trade insults on the broadside.
He has found himself on the flip side of a Marceau right now. This Mosfa. Oh, wow, the Mosfa has whiffed those torpedoes. Oh, sorry, correction, the Marceau's whiffed those torpedoes. Oh, he has found himself. This guy needs to go get a lottery ticket.
Yeah, Marceau will not be happy with that. Now the Borg missing the ram with the Moskva. Is he going to take the
The
same
enemy
sort
is about
of
to win.
disrespect from Stalingrad?
We'll start to push in now. The Stally v Kremlin. I think we are going to see the old French kiss or the Australian kiss. We won't go there though, TOS. And there we go. That is a ram. Marceau's going to start to rotate around. Is he going to get this Moss for the second time? He will likely get him with the torps. He is. He doesn't matter. He's too close. Again, he came too close. And there we go. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Correction, Vor taking it that time. I can hear my son at the door saying, "Dad, what are you doing?" Congratulations to Vor there. Let's get him up with this of the year winners. There we go. Vor taking the win there. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gents, as you can see, he wants to come in and say hello. Give me 1 sec. I better go get him. You take the lead here, mate.
Yeah, bring him in. Bring him in. All right, as we can see, Vor standing up to their reputation of being aggressive, getting in there, getting the caps as quick as they can.
Come on, say hello to everyone, mate.
Here we go.
Say hello.
Check out the gas bust.
Say hello, Gussie. Say, what are you guys doing? Well, Gus wants everyone to know that Vor won that one. They did a really good job. Congratulations to them. And yeah, that one as well. And unlucky to Frost, obviously making on to the next round, the next game, which will be the Warriors Path. The Warriors Path match. And we'll see you guys and girls when everyone's ready for the next game. Say goodbye, Gus. See ya. All right, ladies and gents, just a reminder about the giveaways. If you are a follower, you can enter with exclamation KOTS. If you aren't a follower and you do win, unfortunately, we'll have to re-roll. But if you do win, ladies and gents, all you have to do is just send me a message on Twitch, and I'll send it to you within about 24 hours. These are resource containers, and you can find the code and redeem the code by the same way you would normally redeem a code, by going to the premium store and then claiming it there. Legends, we're just waiting for VOR to get sorted now. We've got about another 6 games or so to go, 2 matchups in total. We might have to see and forego the last matchup tonight, depending on how far they go along. But at this stage, I think we're fine. So, Legends, stick around, exclamation KOTS to be in the running for the giveaways, and we'll see you guys and girls very shortly. All right, ladies and gents, here we are for the second game of this matchup of Vor versus Frost on the map Land of Fire. We have a Vor with a Montana, Kremlin, Salem, Moskva, Stalingrad, and a triple Marceau. And Bravo team from Frost with Ohio, Kremlin, Salem, Venezia, Moskva, Stalingrad, Daring, Marceau, and a Z52. Z52 being heavily used by the Bravo team here. We saw that last game as well.
Yeah, not a standard ship to be used in King of the Sea, but I can see why. It is still fairly versatile.
On the alpha side here, we can already start to see the split. We have a Marceau. We go on that triple Marceau split again down towards Charlie, with the Stalingrad backing up suit and the Salem rotating that way as well. And I think the remaining 4 ships will go down towards Alpha. One might go down towards Bravo.
And over on the Frosty side of life, we've got a Marceau and a Z52 making an early break for the A cap, followed up by the Moskva and possibly a Kremlin when he works out which way he's going. No, Kremlin appears to be heading the Seaway along with a Stalingrad and Ohio, a Salem, and a Daring. The Venezia changing course, going A way.
Sorry about that. Just something happened in my throat there. I've got something got a bit stuck. I saw the look from Major. I tried to hit the mute button, but it wouldn't. It just got stuck. A bit of that garlic bread from before. Apologies to everyone's ears. We have a Stalingrad, a Moskva, and a Kremlin. That's the coal. It's from Brisbane, I swear. It's the coal from Brisbane. We got the Marceau, Stalingrad heading down towards Charlie. I really thought I hit that mute button, by the look of Major's face, I did not. And you have everyone rotating back down towards Alpha. The Stalingrad's just going to hold up suit along this island here on the nook outside of Bravo.
Okay, so sorry about that. On the Frost side, over at the A cap, the Marceau and the Z52 are pushing hard for the very outside. Moskva stopping off along the way to park up next to an island, and the Venezia cruising right around the back of the islands. Now, I just heard the C cap getting taken by the Marceau kill squad from Vor.
Surprised you can hear anything after that previous incident.
The Daring looks like he was heading for C. Now he's just going to sit off the edge and dump torps, deny area.
Yeah, you'll see the Moskva Kremlin start to push back down towards Alpha. The Stalingrad will just hold down towards Bravo here. I wouldn't be surprised if you see this Daring going towards Charlie now. These Marceaus have really just pushed in, and they're just going to rotate around the map. Look, they're literally a killing squad right now. Classic Nan, Renegade, and Urua Rushia.
Yeah, you can try the names. I'll say the Classic Noun name. Everyone else, I'll mess it up.
All right.
Yeah, it's good to see one of those kill teams working in unison like that.
I'm also seeing a lot of people complain in chat due to the Twitch drops not being able to come through. I believe that might be a bug. Make sure you do redeem them. If you have already redeemed, they will come through. Send me a message or contact the WoW's support page. If you don't get the mission and you can prove that you do or have watched, just send the WoW support page a ticket, and they'll be able to send that through to you manually. It's a bit mundane, but it is a new drop system with King of the Sea and a new drop system with Twitch, so we do apologise. It used to happen, we just have 25 codes for King of the Sea containers and would send them out randomly, stuff like that. So right now you can see Marceau dropping torps down towards Bravo. Man, this is a kill squad. Not so much a kill squad, more of a capture squad right now, but the Daring now pushing into Charlie. I think they've realised that and they're starting to rotate back around as well.
Yeah, they've noticed the Daring is starting to take the C cap away from them, so they're gonna push back around and push him back out of the cap. Mine, leave it alone. And let's see where they go from there.
Here they go. It is a train. I wonder who is the conductor. Are they rotating this around like some sort of move where the Russia player rotates in first when they go to the left, then Renegade becomes the first? I don't know really what they're doing here, but it seems to be working out. They are capping. Remember, this is a game off. Doesn't matter about how much HP you have left in the end of the game, as long as you have some ships left. But if you get all the caps, that's all that matters.
That's it. The Marceau's playing a game of follow the leader and a little bit of swapping of paint, but we'll leave that one out of it. The Ohio for Frost taking shots across to the Stalingrad. The Salem pushing right around the outside of the sea cap, so we're going to have some Salem on Salem action.
Deering dropping torps.
Yeah, that kill squad, they're coming for that Daring, and I don't think they're going to be very nice about it.
Oh, massive shots on that Daring. This Daring is in trouble. These Marceaus, oh, wow. Good maneuverability. He has broken away from the rest of his squad. He'll have to rotate around hard here, though. But the Daring now popping out the back of the smoke there. He's not going to be... Oh, there he goes. He's detected now. Here goes a triple Marceau. This is dangerous for this Daring. This Marceau's starting to back up right now.
I wonder if Russia's going to have to catch up to them, or if he's going to bring them back around and continue the push.
Well, Charlie is not being capped now then. This is dangerous for Frost. Frost needs to get in there. They haven't really been in this game at all. Boys just so good at this unconventional gameplay. I don't know how they do it, but they're so good. Major.
Sorry, it went quiet for a second. I had to,
had to type something. We are 5 minutes in the future, so the event, everyone will know what's going on in the chat now. If something gets stuck in my throat, it's the cold. It's the cold. All right, as you can see right now, the Marceau is starting to rotate back out. The Russia or Uriel Russia has been stuck in Charlie. He kind of had to move away from the cap there. And he got caught out from the rest of his crew. They have split off, though, noting that they haven't lost one yet. There's only one still at the back. Classic Noun's still there. Where did the other one go? Renegade's now going down towards Charlie, so they have split altogether.
Yeah, they've split the kill squad. Frost have seen that they've got 3 DDs running together, so they know there is a lack of capability, I suppose. So they've pushed both of the DDs that were over on the A cap back to the B cap to try and take that one back. I think here is where we'll see the 3 Marceaus catch back up together and push back to the B cap, try and take that back, or rotate around the other way, take down the Salem, Ohio, and Daring.
Yeah, interesting though, as you'll see right now, the Moskva and the Kremlin will push into Alpha. They realise that all the ships have now rotated to Bravo, which will leave the Vor team to have 2 caps yet again.
Yeah. So it was a nice tactic for Frost to spread out like that, but when they realised there was a void to be filled, they might have spread themselves a bit too thin.
Montana's going to take some rounds here. Just a couple. They're not going to be able to push into Charlie. We're not going to see the triple Marceau come back together just yet. They are starting to culminate back together, though, to congregate in that train in the kill squad.
It appears that, yeah, there's definitely going to be some sort of a staging area happen behind this island. Salem, Montana, and so far 2 Marceaus. Third one appears to be underway. Ohio starting to take some rounds. Be interesting to see what that finishes up like. Back on the sea cap though, Frost's Kremlin and Stalingrad starting to push into the sea cap. Looks like they're trying to envelop that island and stop whatever sort of staging they can get set up there. But back on the A cap, Vor pushing through, taking the A cap, pushing the Venezia back, and the Moskva is going to find himself pinned up against an island unless he starts moving soon.
Yes, this is quite interesting. Frost is being very aggressive here. They understand that this is make or break for them. So you'll see them push in on this Alpha and, this Charlie and this Bravo cap. There is pretty much the combination of the whole team right now. I think Vor is starting to ship their pants in a little old-fashioned way because they realise that their Marceau Uro Rushios are probably going to take a few rounds here. He might even be taken down. The Salem is going to rotate as well. Can Vor hold on to this? This is 5, 6, 7 against 3 over here. 3 split over here and then 4 split here. Very interesting. The Montana starting to rush.
Fire. Ooh. Frost Salem taking a lot of damage from Uro Russia, the Marceau, and the Montana coming around the other side of him. Dare say the Salem's going to be the first one down.
We do see the Salem though. The Montana, he is trying to get this trade on this Ohio. The Montana will be second though. This isn't a very good trade for him. Torpedoes coming from the Marceau though will probably get him. So this will be an Ohio seeing done. The Montana did tank for this Marceau, which will mean the Marceau is okay again. Man, how has Vor got away with this? The Daring will be focus fired now. The Marceau will hold suit. He'll stay there. Daring now focusing fire on the Marceau. Classic now will put himself in the island right now. They do need to get themselves Bravo. Stalingrad needs to hold Bravo right now and push into the Bravo cap. There we go. Dark Temple now getting Bravo.
Yep. The Kremlin.
Oh,
and
wow. Stalingrad. Oh, my goodness. Massive shot on Captain Adam Frost at the back. Oh, wow, this Stalingrad can do some serious damage. Look at the Kremlin right there. Took about 20k off him. Now this Stalingrad will start to get focus fired. He is being identified as the member who's going to make or break this game. There we go. The Kremlin's focusing on him. There goes the Stalingrad focusing on him. There goes that Stalingrad in the middle. Stalingrad v Stalingrad. This Buki has done a lot of damage. There goes the Daring. Oh, wow, Vor has held on. 1 minute, 33 seconds left. How have they done this? This was Frost's game for a second there.
It was. Vor had the caps there. I guess Frost pushed up and, spread themselves too thin. Became pick-offable.
Pick-offable.
Pick-offable, yeah.
Here comes the Marceau, though. Marceau doesn't matter. There goes the Kremlin, and the Vor team will make that 2-0, and that'll mean, unfortunately, for the Frost team, they will be knocked out.
Yep. So, well done, Frost, for getting as far as you did. But, unfortunately, up against Vor, not many people are left standing.
Yeah, I think it's that really unconventional gameplay that Vor does. I mean, that triple Marceau probably shouldn't work, right? Because, first of all, yeah, you have speed in order to cap at this type of game. In King of the Seas, it's very different to ranked, right? Is ranked, you can sometimes have some people who are quite aggressive by nature. You go against a clan that favours DDs, favours cruisers, favours battleships, whatever it might be. In this one, typically I find it's not aggressive for the first 5 minutes. So people kind of teeter up just outside the cap and then just wait to get some situational awareness, be able to identify if they're going to push in the cap, attack someone or whatever. No, Vor goes, well, we're chucking that stuff out the window. We're just going to rush the caps. We're going to rotate from Alpha to Bravo, Bravo to Alpha. That shouldn't work, but it did. Second of that, when Frost pushed into the cap at Alpha, and they had 7 ships to 5 ships, 3 of which were split, 2 of which were behind an island. They should have been able to capitalise on that. That push from the Marceau in that, I'm going to say it was a Montana on the left-hand side flank, where the Montana tanked. And that's all he did was tank. His main job was to tank, provide some fire and some cover for that Marceau, and just paid off. And again and again,
Marceau alive.
Yeah, just proving why Vor is the Asian clan to be mess with. And I say this again, they are I'd say they're probably the second best clan in all the world, and I'd like to see them move up to number 1 this year.
Yep, same here.
Well, congratulations, Vor. Good job to you anyways, Frost. Unfortunately, not making through the next round for the second bracket, round of 16. But the next game we will see, and it'll be my last games for tonight, as they have extended and they have pushed back the fourth bracket timer to go to 20, it'll kick off at 20:45 UTC plus 10, which will be 8 o'clock. Unfortunately, I have already pre-arranged with my pregnant wife to go ahead and help her out with some stuff around their house in order for her to get ready for work and stuff like that, you know. Under the thumb, Dobby. You can call me under the thumb.
Under the
Dobby.
thumb, yeah.
But we
Nah,
still
good on
have
you, mate.
we still have a few more games to go yet before I pop smoke and send you all the way to Major's stream. But next up we have FPM versus Bibham. That'll be starting off in about 20 minutes time, maybe 15 minutes time. We have to go ahead and work out exactly when they're going to kick off because some other games might take a little bit longer, and the adjudicators will move through as well. But with that said, ladies and gents, we still doing plenty of giveaways. We've still got a bit of time. You guys are 5 minutes behind, of course, so it'll only be about 10 or 15 for you guys. And we have a Major stream we can jump over to, !enter for his giveaways. And yeah, anything from you further, Major?
Nah, just keep the good games like that running.
Well, ladies and gents, if there was ever a better time to go ahead and grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself a drink, a coffee, some cookies, whatever it might be, now is the time. And we'll see you all very, very shortly. Stick around, stay pretty, and we'll see you on the high seas soon.
See you guys.
All right, ladies and gents, well, the maps have been decided. We are going to be seeing Warriors Path, North, and then a Land of Fire. FPM will be on the Alpha side. You'll see them designated with the -1S clan tag, and Bibham you'll see with the Babel or the Nari or the Thea clan tag. Let's have a look at the banned ships. Banned ships for this one will be FPM banning the Stalingrad and Bibham banning the Alexander Nevsky. Alright, legends, we're about to start. Well, we've got about 2 or 3 minutes left, so let's have a look at the trailer for King of the Sea.
World of Warships' most prestigious competitive event is back for the 12th time. So gather up your team and get ready for a battle for the ages. Mountains of prizes await the bravest and most cunning of commanders. But only one team will be sailing away with the most priceless reward of them all. The title of King of the Sea. The king is sunk. Long live the king.
All right, here we are, ladies and gents, for the first game of FPM versus Bibham. FPM with the Ohio Republic, Des Moines, Venezia, and 5 Clubers versus Bourgogne, Kremlin, Venezia, and you guessed it, 6 Clubers. This one's going to be... Sorry, mate, go ahead.
Makes you wonder if they went, well, I'll up your Colbert by 1.
That's not a Colbert. This is a Colbert. And this is going to be interesting for commentary. We're going to be saying, and you can see over here with the Colbert shooting the Colbert, and the Colbert's coming around the right-hand side here from the Colbert. The Colbert's capping out Alpha. But in all seriousness, though, Alpha, you'll see a Colbert, Des Moines, Ohio split. One Colbert potentially might not have spawned in. We might have a mulligan. We might have our first mulligan. We might have a first mulligan. The guns are not reset yet, or have not come in. I think we will see a mulligan here.
They better sort it out quick because the Bibim side is moving into position real quick.
Well, this Colbert hasn't come in, but you do see there is a 4 to 5 split. One Colbert yet to come in.
Okay, on the Bibby side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Colberts, a Venezia, and a Kremlin all heading towards the A cap. One Colbert and a Borg heading towards the C. No one going for B.
Yeah, so on Alpha, you'll see the Colbert going in pretty fast here. The CZ, followed by Yashashi Runashami. But again, this Colbert hasn't spawned in yet, so I'm surprised they have not called it yet.
Restart. Okay, I'm seeing restart being
in
called.
Discord. Yep. Restart is being called in Discord. Well, ladies and gents, this will likely be a mulligan here. It'll be a restart due to someone not connecting. We're waiting to see what happens right now. It looks like people haven't disconnected yet. One has here.
Yeah, looks like the games have the guys have stopped and they are probably working through a restart.
Right, there we go. I wonder if the host will declare this done. He should be able to stop it, but he won't at this point in time. So I think we'll see you guys and girls in a couple minutes' time because no one is moving, and we'll get back into this next game. Right, legends, we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gents, we are back in after that mulligan. And as you can see right now, there is no change to the lineup. It appears potentially there has been one person who has been replaced due to internet connectivity problems. However, the ruling is they can be replaced due to those issues, but the ship must remain prevalent. All right, let's see if we have a mulligan again this time.
Hopefully not.
Well, it appears everyone on the alpha side is moving forward. So we can see a Kleber split with a Des Moines and potentially the Ohio down towards Charlie with the Republic, Venezia, Kleber, and Kleber going down towards alpha.
And over on the B side for Bimmy, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 Colberts. No, hang on, 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. 5 Colberts, a Venezia and a Kremlin heading towards the A cap, a Colbert and a Borg heading towards the C cap, no one going B, so same strategy as the beginning of the last one.
Yeah, we will see the Colberts going pretty much in the same fashion. It was just obviously that one Colbert which was supposed to be going down towards Charlie is no longer going that way. We can see they are pushing pretty hard and pretty fast here. They're going to go pretty wide. This map is an interesting one here. I think that this does favour ever so slightly the Bravo side here because they have those larger 3 islands down to the bottom, southern end near Foxtrot and Gulf. The Colbert will start to rotate back in. Sheezy. This is where it's horrible now that we've got some of these kind of names that I would not have a clue how to pronounce, and all I can go off is a Colbert or a Colbert. We can see he's going to rotate back in. He's not going to push straight into Alpha, which is surprising because he would have got there. He's lucky though because the 5 Colberts stacked is dangerous. Charlie looks like it's going to be the 1S team or the FPM teams.
Yeah, FPM have chucked a heavy contingent down towards the C cap, and looks like they're going to try and stall on the A cap, whereas Bimmy are doing the opposite, pushing hard with most of their Colberts on the A cap and just leaving a skeleton crew over the C cap to at least hold them at bay.
Yeah, they are going to drop down the torps through the middle of Charlie here now down towards a Nara search. This will be at Charlie's, this will be Alpha's capped here at Charlie. That's no issues there. And it looks like Alpha's pretty much the opposite fashion, where Bravo will get it without any contention.
And no one on the B cap, so yep, Babel have taken the A cap. Now, that Colbert might be in a little bit of trouble if he keeps on the way he's going. Oh no, the torps are well off angle. So we're going to have 2 kill teams basically working on the A side here. Looks like they've split to a 3-2 split.
Kleber's going to take 1 torp here. Massive torpedo. Babel, Mechanic MJ.
Let's hope the Mechanic Major can fix his ship back up and get out of there. Over on the C cap, the Nari Search Colbert is under a lot of fire from all the Colberts on the C cap and the Des Moines. Looks like the Borg's trying to chuck some fire downrange just to draw some hate, but we'll see if it's enough.
There's fast torpedoes just going straight down there towards Sheezy in his Kleber. Is he going to eat one? He's going to eat one. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I actually saw some brown stuff for the back of that ship just then. Doesn't matter though because he will take one.
Yeah, well, there's a bigger hole for that brown stuff to fall out now.
Well, he's going to hold fast there now. He will still take that 1 top. He's very lucky there. If he took that other one, he would be dead.
Yeah.
Alrighty, as we can see, Charlie now, World of Warships, focusing fire search right now, and Nye's focusing fire search as well. Charlie looks to pretty much be 1S's or FPM's pretty easily here.
Yeah, FPM have done well. They've picked the right side to chuck their kill team onto. Search is searching for a way out. Let's hope he finds one. But with all those ships being the same speed, I dare say he's probably going to get chased down, and then they're going to change their focus over to the Borg.
Yeah, looks like they're going to focus down that Kleber pretty fast here. The Borg, just simply due to the flight time and the larger rounds on that ship, he was probably going to miss all of these on the Kleber. You can see right now the search Kleber will be done. He is opening fire on World of Warships just to keep him targeted. But we do have a rotation of a few more Klebers here now from Babel.
Yep, Babel's Colberts are answering the call to their injured ally. Now, it is a fairly fast boat. Will they be able to get there before Search is no more? Looks like Search is doing the mad dash of get rid of all my torps before I go down.
Oof.
And the Ohio takes him down the end.
Good shots there. This World of Warships will be in trouble. That's our first ship gone. The Des Moines now pushing forward. I'm surprised these Klebers didn't get Bravo. They're doing that Kleber train that we saw.
Yeah, they're jumping in together on that kill team. Looks like they were trying to get the Bravo cap until they lost one of their own. And it looks like Canmur has broken from the train to give that Borg some cover.
Kremlin
Now,
getting
the
some
other-
rounds from the
Yep.
Ohio. Not landing any though.
Wow, over on the A cap, the Babel Colbert has lost most of his life. Old mechanic MJ. Let's hope he can stay in the fight. He's backing into the A cap just to try and block anyone from getting in there.
Yeah, you can see the Kleber. He's going to be pushing back, or he's going to be pushing back right now. The Kremlin is in trouble. He's going to get focus fired from the Venezia and One Republic at the back. They do have Alpha pretty much capped. There is a 1324 to 1309, 360 KHP to 276 HP. Obviously, with the Bravo team having one extra Kleber in their favor. The Naya Kleber at the back, they're rotating out the map right now. They're literally pulling 1, 2, 3, 4 Klebers in a Borg to the back of the map along that J line. But I think he is going to be focus fired, and I think we're going to see Alpha's second ship be destroyed right now.
Yeah, looks like FPM have lost one of the Colberts from that initial kill team that came through the Charlie cap. Unfortunately, I missed that one.
Ooh.
But I was there to see Naya go down. But Naya going down looks like he's, well, he was trying to draw the hate from Rosalia to get away, but the three Colberts look like they're going to chase him down. Whilst that has happened, though, FPM have managed to sneak a Des Moines into that B cap and take that cap, so FPM now own all of the caps. They are doing a very good job at pushing Babel back to that back line.
Pushing Babel back to the back line. Sounds like a tongue twister. Kremlin is going to take a few rounds right now from the Des Moines and also from the Venezia. He will likely be done here. He does have one fire on his deck. He is shooting that Ohio. I don't think he can DCP here. The Kleber is going to rotate around right now. I don't think the Kleber is going to make himself known with that 6k detection range. There goes the Kremlin. He doesn't need a DCP. He's dropping a heal though.
He's trying to keep himself alive as much as possible, but I dare say he's losing more than he's gaining.
He is staying in there though.
He's hanging.
Oh, and there he goes. That is a big artificial reef, perfect for fishing. Alright, you can see the Kleber now pushing into Charlie from Babel arm loss. He's going to hold that pretty fast, and he's going to get it pretty fast as well. There is really no one to contend with him there. Looks like, I would say slightly at this point in time, yes, Alpha Team does have the slight advantage. However, Babel, on the other hand, does have Charlie, and they can probably push into a Bravo.
And right in the back corner of J10, the FPM Colbert has been pushed right into the corner. Rosalie has been put in the corner. A lot of fire happening between the two Colberts there. Although if these torpedoes are good, that will be the end of Rosalie.
I don't think the torpedoes even need to make it there.
I think the rounds
Rosalie
that are
will
coming
be
through
done.
now,
Here we
that'll
go.
be it.
Well, there we go. It's 3 ships to 2.
FPM, even though they've got a points advantage at the moment, they are down 3 ships to 2. The Bibim guys are pushing back into the B cap. Venezia and Colbert out in the H56 area are dealing with the Yashma Russman Colbert, and he has not taken a lot of damage, although he seems to be putting a fair amount out. Okay, so we've got the FPM Colbert about to take some torpedoes to the back end. No, he just misses out there. Not 100% sure where they came from. Oh, hang on. I've missed a Bibim loss there. Looks like we've lost another DD on the Bibim side.
Correct. Well, looks like the Colbert's going to be rushing this Des Moines right now. This Borg has to watch out as well. Right at the back here in Bravo. This Des Moines is in trouble. Oh, will he get around? He's going to make it around, I think.
Is he going to get his torps off, though?
This is good situational awareness. Oh, he does get a rack off, but only none's going to make it. Oh, wow. That is fair play there. That Des Moines, that just won the game for FPM. FPM has just crawled their way back. That last minute push, desperation from Bibim.
Now we are watching the Colberts drop like flies.
I wonder if the next map being, let's have a look again, ladies and gents, north will see that many Colberts. Or maybe they might just mix it up. Maybe they'll just go Marceaus.
They did it with the Colbert. Marceau will be easy.
The Colbert, this time though, torpedoes down towards the Venezia. Venezia will be done. Torps not needed because rest in spaghetti, never forgetty from the Des Moines.
Ooh. Rasma, unfortunately, taking a torpedo from the Venezia.
Well, he did get that last shot off though. The Colbert now pushing forward. There will be some torpedoes down towards Venezia, which he will dodge all. The Colbert Mechanic MJ, can he repair himself? 37 seconds left, 960 HP left, and this will be their demise. This will see Bibim unfortunately not take the win here, and FPM take the win. Congratulations, FPM, for the first win there.
Well done, FPM.
Congratulations. All right, well, that was a very interesting game. Hard to call. Lots of Colberts. But in the end, obviously FPM taking the win there. Fair play to them. I think probably the overextension of the Colberts and that lack of one extra cruiser from the Bravo team being Bibim just costing the game. That HP deficit was just massive in the end. Although they could rotate with those Colberts, they kind of had two kind of chasing at the rear back down towards that J line. And that kind of cost them the game. What do you think of that one, Major?
Yeah, and FPS using the FPM, using the Colbert just to run to the corner, drag that fire away from the rest of the match, allowed the Des Moines to move into B and yeah, basically change the tide of the game from there.
Yes, and we'll see the next map coming to us. So don't count Bibham out. That was a pretty close game there. I think they actually had it in the bag for a bit, and they kind of pushed and they rotated a little bit too far. That Marceau run against the Des Moines, but the Des Moines just pushed back out, really didn't pay in their favour. I could see what they were trying to do. If he would have waited a couple of seconds for the second Marceau to come back through, they could have at least focus fired, and then they could have rotated back out around that island, and they might have won that game. But I think it was just too little too late for that push. If they would have pushed 2 minutes earlier, they would have taken that win. All right, well, ladies and gents, next map will be Land of Fire. You'll see Major and I on the high seas next. Make sure you go and check Major's stream out. Major Rage 2001, exclamation, enter in his chat for the resource containers, exclamation KOTS 1, 2 in mine. We'll see you guys and girls when we're ready for the next game. Be right back. See you. All right, ladies and gents, well, there's just some clarification about the code. The code down below will give you the mission drops. You still have to watch 90 minutes, I believe, in order to get those missions. There are some issues in regards to the drops appearing in-game. I'll send a ticket through to Wargaming after this evening's stream to get those rectified, and I'll update everyone in Discord. Which reminds me, ladies and gents, I will be finishing up after the next game, which will send everyone over towards Major. I still have about 15 to 20 more giveaway codes left for the resource containers. About 3 or 4 of which will go on the general giveaway channel, which you can just jump into Discord and enter there. And about 10 of them will be in the subs on the giveaway. So if you're thinking about subscribing with your Promios, just to put it out there, hashtag definitely selling myself. But we don't earn a single cent here, ladies and gents. Everything that comes through to this channel goes back to you guys in the form of giveaways and also back to charity and improving the stream quality. So jump into Discord. If you are a sub, make sure you do link your subscription to Discord. Just go to Discord, go to your account, link your Twitch, and that'll automatically sync through, enter the giveaways in the subs and the giveaways, and also in the regular giveaway channel as well. Hashtag giveaway-channel. So, legends, we're still got about 2 or 3 minutes left until the next game, and we'll see you guys and girls very shortly. For the KOTS 12 container stuff that I'm giving away, those are resource containers. You can just claim them straight on the shop front, and if you do win, just send me a message and I'll send them to you ASAP. All right, legends, we'll see you guys and girls very shortly. All right, ladies and gents, well, we're not getting away from the mishap with the Club Air. It looks like on the APM side we have, FPM side we have Ohio Republic, Venezia, Daring, and Quad Club Airs. And on the right-hand side there, you'll see Bibham has Bourgogne, Kremlin, Venezia, and that 6-stack Club Air. They are going the old hexagon full of Club Airs here. On the right-hand side, you can see, hopefully we don't get a mulligan again. No, I don't think we will. But you will see there will be a Daring splitting in front of the Club Air and the Venezia heading over towards Alpha. So that's a Club Air, Venezia, and what looks like an Ohio going down towards Alpha with Club Air, Venezia, and Republic going down towards Charlie. What do you have in your end there, Major?
A harder side to say than you do. So we've got 3 Colberts. It looks like they are, no, make that 5 Colberts. It looks like they're pushing Seaway. A single Colbert and Venezia pushing A-Way. Now, it looks like the 2 big battleships, the Kremlin and the Borg. Kremlin heading towards C and the Borg heading towards A. So no one going the B cap again.
Yeah, and I probably should clarify this, ladies and gents. I believe it is only mission codes, no container drops for King of the Sea this year. But there are 7 missions in total, which allows you to be able to get 7 containers from this, from the duration of King of the Sea. So if you are 7 away like I am, typically it takes you 2 seasons to accumulate that sweet T7 drop. But if you are 7 away, then you will definitely get it if you get all 7 missions. If you haven't, and the missions haven't dropped yet, please do send through a tech ticket. It might be the case that you haven't finished mission 2, or there might be a bug on their end due to the time changeovers due to it being less than a week and just being 1 day. Either way, Major and myself will not rest until you guys get that mission. You've watched the streams, you've done the hard yards, you've seen my ugly mug and Major's beautiful mug for this this long period of time. So just send through a ticket. If you don't hear anything, we'll sort it out for you guys. But rest assured, no matter what, I promise you guys, you will get your 3rd mission, even if it means that we have to shoot a Major and a Dobby, a rocket downrange to Wargaming. That isn't a threat either, Wargaming. Please don't destroy us from your CC program.
No, but we will bug you.
Yeah, we'll be the pains in the bots down towards Wargaming, and they don't really want to have to deal with this. We're already annoying enough.
Exactly.
You can see the Colbert now backing up into Alpha. He is going to be able to get the Alpha cap, I dare say. Actually, no, he might be contested by that Colbert on the right-hand side. I don't actually think he's going to push in. He'll just allow them to have it. But you'll see that the FPM side will be able to get Bravo. They might get Alpha here as well. That'll be 2 caps to none.
Yep, FPM have picked up the B cap. And it looks like the Nari Colbert from Bibham is going to let him have the A cap, but then dive in afterwards and stop that cap from generating anything. But I think Bibham are going to try and let the A cap go because you've got less forces there to put into it. And over on the C cap, the Colbert kill force is well underway, pushing all the way around the back of C and through, facing up against the FPM kill team and Venezia. Oh, there we go. FPM did push into the A cap. Old mate's in there right up behind the island, taking that A cap, leaving FPM only the B cap now.
Yeah, and you'll also see right now the Republic is pretty far up. He's not really, he's in the middle of the Bravo cap there. Well, not quite in the cap, but in the middle of the ocean, so to speak, which is very susceptible. You can see there's a lot of trade over here. Clubers versus Clubers. We have one rim, the other out of the way right now, giving him a little bit of a boost. That'll push him outside that range, which has actually worked out in their favour. Oh, massive shots. Ken Mir will probably be taken down here. We're going to see the first ship, I believe. 2877. Massive shot here. He's lucky as all. He's starting to back up.
Pull it backwards, but
here we go. 3, 2, 1. And there goes the first ship in this battle. So already Bibham is at the lower end. They do have the 2 caps though. They do have the 2 caps.
They do have the 2 caps, but losing that ship has put them behind in the cap points. And it looks like Thrifty Pet is also taking a fair amount of damage. Arm loss, getting his nose out there and taking the heat off of him for now. But he doesn't really have the health points to play with. That Republic from the middle of the ocean there from FPM has finally realized he's going backwards and put the pedal down going forwards, taking some shots on the Kremlin. And you can see Mechanic MJ from the Bibim side pushing through the C cap. Looks like he's heading straight for the B cap.
Yeah, there'll be some big rounds downrange for that Republic. The Kleber just rotating back around. What is that? That's a nice big Kremlin. Those guns sound phenomenal. And also, this kind of green skew on the top of the deck actually looks great as well from this Kremlin here. Is that a silver, rather? You'll see him be able to push forward. And I am Noob CV taking some rounds from the Bagon. No, he is not going to take any rounds at all.
He dodges those ones. Our FPM have realized that there is not that many ships over on the A cap, so they've pushed the Colbert that was in there out and taken it back for themselves, moving the Venezia and the Ohio up into the cap and pushing the Borg and Venezia from Bibim out the back of nowhere.
The Ohio will take a few rounds now as well outside of Alpha. We'll just
Mechanic
wait here.
MJ managing to take the B cap there. And Darian from FPM might be in a little bit of trouble. Nah, he's managed to dodge everything there quite nicely. FPM's Ohio taking some shots from the Borg there over on the A cap. Not enough to do enough damage to change the tide at this point yet. FPM getting a slight points advantage at the moment, even though they are 2 caps down.
Venezia's going to take a few rounds right now. It won't matter too much. Venezia on the right-hand side here from Pants or from the FPM clan. He's just going to push up. They're being quite aggressive now. There is 2 caps to 1. Of course, the Bravo team, that of Bibim, is currently in the lead. 11 minutes, 12 seconds to 10-12. There is 1 ship lost to the Bibim clan, about a 0 lost as far as FPM is concerned.
Yeah, FPM have the health points in spades at the moment, just because they've got an extra cruiser, and Bibim being down a boat.
Kleber could be in trouble right now. I don't think he will be, though. Yep, he's managed to scrape his way out of there.
Lighting him. No, they're all shooting at the Ohio. Ooh. Search from the Bibim clan there, Bibim team, I should say, is very lucky that he had that torpedo just scrape down the side of his hull. And here again, he's getting in close to those torpedoes. Dropping a salvo of torps out towards Venezia, but they're just going to deny some area for now. The Babel team seem very fractured in their attacks.
Yeah, very much so. It looks like they are just they do so well to be able to push, and then all of a sudden FPM just react and they kind of splinter. They splinter off the poor Bibim team. and they just get focus fired. Whoever's at the rear is literally just getting pummeled. Colbert's going to fall.
Pet from the Bibham team in the Colbert is about to go
Here he
down. Yep,
goes.
there he goes. Warships has
The enemy is
added
about
another
to win.
head to his collection. And all three of those Colberts are going to now start focusing on that Kremlin. He's going to probably be taken down by death from a million cards. Normally it's 1,000, but you need a million shots from those things to take him
Oh,
down.
bloody oath. This Kremlin thing is just insane. Look at him go. And it is the silver camera by the looks of things. Just glaring. I really love the metallic look. You can see his DCP. I really love what they've done with the artwork. DCP has those slight sparks on the right-hand side there. He'll take massive rounds right now.
Took a massive hit there.
There's a fire on the deck as well. He's DCP'd straight away. He does want to get out of there.
And not so far away, Mechanic MJ in the Colbert on B cap is under heavy fire from a Daring and a Venezia. Unfortunately, running into an island is not going to be number one in his highlights for the game. And this might be the end of the Mechanic.
There
he
goes Mechanic.
Now, the Kremlin is side to side with a Colbert. Rosalia is going to have him on a...
There he
on the end of
goes.
his talk. And there goes the other salvo just to make sure he sinks. All right, so Bibham losing 4 ships, and that's the game. FPM losing none.
There we go. FPM taking it 2-0. They will be the winner, and that will be the update there down below. All right, congratulations, FPM. Unlucky for Bibham there. Let's just jump back over to here. All right, well, I think Bibham has a pretty good tactic there, and they did play pretty well. It's just, again, they get splintered. They almost get a little bit shell-shocked, and they don't really know exactly what to do, and I feel like that is probably their... I don't know if that's a demise of them or just speaks to FPM's capability, because I'm really liking what I'm seeing from FPM, but FPM just focusing fire one ship in total. What do you think, Major?
Yeah, FPM definitely have the ability to take a hit and bounce back, whereas Babel seem to take a hit and stumble. So good to see such teamwork happening on the FPM side. And Bibham, even though they had the crazy strat and the Colbert kill teams, maybe it just needs a little bit more refinement.
Yeah, exactly right. But that'll see, unfortunately, the Bibham team finish up their campaign this evening, which will lead us into the next game, which will be the 4th bracket games of tonight. But this will also be the stage where I leave you, ladies and gents. Again, unlike Major, where he has a public holiday tomorrow, I do not have that luxury, and I do have a pregnant wife at home who does need me to run around the house and tidy up, do whatever needs to be done for the working week ahead. But that said, there is also another reasoning why I am going to be ending the stream here. That's because I'm going to be sending all you guys over down towards Major stream. Don't know if you guys are aware, Major is a CC on the Asian server. He is actually the OG English CC for the C server. But Major was at, I guess you were at the end potentially of your CC duration, and we've clawed you back, but we need to claw you back up the chain to be number 1. So we're going to be sending you all of the crew your way, Major, and once again, it's been my pleasure to stream with you tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me, honestly. Yeah, I might be the original CC, but you've taken the job and run away with it, and I honestly, I couldn't imagine anyone better to be doing that job.
Well, thank you, my friend, and I guess the next time I'll see you is when I am a viewer of your channel in about 5 minutes' time. So enjoy the next game. The next game he'll be casting will be NFG versus OH. So I'll see you very shortly, Major.
See you.
All right, ladies and gents, well, again, apologies for having to call it quits tonight. As you can all understand, Family Man hour on my behalf, and also they added the 4th bracket there last minute for myself. So that said, though, I really do want Major to be able to get the most viewers as possible. So stick around. He's got plenty of giveaways. Your drops will not reset. I still have 10 giveaways to go. We're going to do a giveaway right now when I see my name pop up on screen. That'll be for a resource container to send me a message. If you are a sub for my channel, if you do have any primies, drop them now, because in Discord, !Discord right now, you'll see we are going to be dropping 8 resource containers in the subs and the giveaway, and 3 in the giveaway channel in general. Next Saturday will be the next brackets, which will be qualifiers, all round of 8, and then subsequently the semi-finals and finals, where we'll be casting for the whole duration. No breaks, no quitting early. This is just the nature of the beast. We streamed for 6 hours yesterday, and we'll probably stream for 5 hours today. Major will, I'll stream for 4. So make sure you do give Major a follow. Stick around. Jump into the Discord, Legends. It's been absolutely my pleasure to be able to host you guys for the duration of tonight, and be able to see this Sea and the Asian server absolutely blossom. And yeah, it really is just my pleasure and my honor to be able to stream for you guys. So I'll be on next will be Wednesday night, ladies and gents, for some for some shippies. So make sure you tune in then. Monday and Tuesdays are my scheduled night off. Check in on Tuesday for YouTube, and make sure you do tune in and stick around for Major's stream, as he is still streaming, and he will be streaming the next game, OH versus NFG. Legends, it's been my pleasure once again. Look after yourselves, look after your family. Apologies. Thanks again for all your support, for all the followers, and very much so for the subs. Legends, we'll see you next time and next weekend for the King of the Seas round of 8. Good night, good luck, and fair seas.